remember all this.
I tagged them for migratory purposes.
Dorothy, come on, the auction needs you. The children need you. Please, won't you reconsider?
Oh, all right. It's only one night. I'll go, but I'll tell you, I really hate this.
Oh, come on, Dorothy. That balloon man couldn't have been that terrible.
I'll get it. Hello? Hi, Walter. How are you? Yeah, I feel like a caged animal in heat, too. Walter! You naughty boy! Keep on talking! I've got to talk to you.
What is it?
I know this sounds crazy, but I'm suspicious.
Of what?
Harry.
Harry?
And I don't know why. There's just something about it I don't like. And I have to tell Blanche.
Tell Blanche what?
But she can't marry him.
The wedding is in 12 minutes. You can't tell her that.
It's so hard, I'll make myself an ice cream sundae.
Rose, I suggest you leave the room. I may get a little crazy with the chopped nuts.
I feel like a lady again.
No offense, my little Scrabble-holic, but there's more to life than a double word score.
Strange attitude coming from a woman who tried to choke me because I challenged the word flot.
Can you believe it? Tony Bennett. What that man does to me with his voice, your father couldn't accomplish with his hands.
Aye. Ready to go?
As soon as Rose lends me some gloves.
They're in the bottom drawer on the left, under my clarinet.
Be right back.
At me. I tried to convince Myra that he's just a friend, but she wouldn't listen. For some reason, she won't accept a divorce. I really feel threatened.
Ma, Stan gave me an engagement ring.
I see. Excuse me.
Please, it's time to present the Friends of Good Health's Best Friend of the Year Award. But before we go any further, I have an announcement to make. Don Johnson, star of Miami Vice, who was originally scheduled to be here, will be unable to attend.
Best Raymond, you're in her mouth more than her dentist.
Ma, how did you get back from the drugstore so soon?
I faked a heart attack to get through the line faster. What's up?
Well, we were just going out to dinner.
Great, I'm starved. Where are we going?
Well, Sophia, to tell you the truth, we thought...
Maybe you could spend a few days with Richard and his children, see how it goes.
Oh, I don't know. What if they hate me? What if I hate them?
Honey, what if you all end up liking each other?
Yeah, I guess I could at least give it a chance. Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Anyway, everybody in the village hated Ingmar. So we grabbed our torches and climbed the hill to his castle and pounded on the great oak door, but there was no answer. So we in an Oxford. Ah, then he'd laugh, and I'd laugh. Sometimes even the horse would laugh. With them or at them?
Ma.
You know what you should do? Call what's-his-name.
Does anyone around here ever go to bed?
I can't sleep, Ma. I can't work. I can't eat. All I can do is think about how I'm going to raise the rest of that $2,500.
I wish I had it, Pussycat.
Oh, I know, Ma. If you had it, you'd give it to me.
Don't put words in my mouth. I said I wish I had it. All over the place.
On the farm, a lot of the animals got artificially inseminated. Once, Harry the Bull went through a whole spring unaroused. And the cows and my father were out of their minds with grief. I
And after Ma got everybody out of the water, people started trying our food.
And before we knew it, there wasn't a pizza or a quiche left on the shelf.
The place is a hit.
Sophia, I am very proud of you. Not only did you save the business, but you saved all those people from the shark.
Ma, what are you doing?
Filling sandbags, Dorothy. There's a hurricane a-coming.
A coming?
That's right.
Climactic speech, and I want to live.
You're ready to fly right out of here, aren't you?
Well, excuse me for living, Anita Bryant.
Couldn't we please get married already so I can get in on the hugging?
Places.
I feel hot.
Oh, I feel cold.
I feel guilty. This is all my fault.
Oh, no, Rose, it's all my fault. The minute I found out you were contagious, I should have At two, Judas.
No, it's me, Rose. So you two found out about this thing too, huh? That's right. Well, let me give you a little friendly advice. You're wasting your time. Because that fellow, what to do about Cousin Milo and Uncle Vito?
Oh, yeah, I have an idea on that. Now, look, they're both family. They'll understand. What do you say we all chip in and put them up at the Holiday Inn?
Oh, sounds good to me.
Me too. What do you think, Ma?
You know, in the right hands and the right bag, this chip beef is not half bad.
Mother and a friend.
No, she wasn't, Blanche. Honey, you're still a mother. And even though your kids are grown up and act like they don't need you, they do.
I'm not so sure about that, Dorothy.
You're absolutely right, Dorothy. And I'll tell you something else. A mother sometimes needs her children even more.
Paws were too big and that the other dogs would laugh at her.
Well, they did. They used to bark and point at her.
Everybody pointed at her. You made her wear a bonnet and matching booties.
Don't change the subject on me, Lily. Honey, Sophia, really fantastic.
I know. Did you see that Emma Jane eat?
Oh.
I could not believe my eyes. That woman must weigh 275 pounds. She never stopped shoving it in. And then she had to talk the entire time. She just sprayed food all over the table like a mist. Words. Bonjour. Or was it bon appetit? I don't remember. Anyway, it was something in French. I guess nobody minded that I couldn't.
Oh, volunteering to organize this variety show is the worst idea we have ever had. We've hardly sold any tickets. We can't find an MC, and every act that we have auditioned is awful.
Dorothy, I've got some good news. I've had a change of heart. I'll let the trippers be in your show for free.
What, Sophia, that's...
Rose, are any of your relatives named Psycho and Psycho too?
Anyway, Big Sven picked out a bride for Little Sven, and now he's flying him over.
Oh, I don't know. It did seem so unfair to me, an arranged marriage.
Oh, I don't know, Dorothy. I think it can be fun. George and I had that kind of...
Speaker.
Really? Well, then somebody else do the talking.
Ladies, we're waiting.
Let me save everyone a lot of time here. My name is Frida Claxton. The tree is on my property, and I could care less if the city...
What, Ma? What?
What? You're sitting on top of me. I open my eyes, I see paws like that. I think I'm on the moon.
Did you have a nice nap, Sophia?
I didn't have a nap. I died a little. I went to heaven.
Oh, Ma, you just...
Vance,
Why? What's wrong?
ask him.
Stan?
I thought Rob was Bob, and I guess I said something I shouldn't have.
Stan, I'm gonna kill you! Stan, I'm gonna kill you! Do you know what this is?
Yeah, it's a plate I dropped. I was going to pick it up later.
Oh, I can't tell you that. That would be unethical. Let's just say that some of my handiwork is prominently featured on NBC's Thursday night lineup. Mrs. Devereaux.
Call me Blanche. We're talking about tightening my behind and pumping up my bosoms. I think we can be on a first-name basis. He is gorgeous, isn't he, girl? There's not a woman at the museum who hasn't been after him from the day he arrived.
Oh, women can be so silly. They think because you are an artist, you must also be a great lover. They think because you are...
Lambskins are the ultra-sensitive.
Two of them have the lambskins, and the blonde has the ultra-sensitive in black.
Lambskins are $12.95, the blacks...
Fella that rains on me.
I see. Dorothy.
What did you do to him?
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
See, I came around to your side.
You gave him money, didn't you?
It's not like it's...
Seconds, I was in love.
And he asked you out.
Yes, we're going out to dinner tonight. I cannot believe how excited I am. I mean, he's practically a stranger, and I'm crazy about him. I haven't felt this way about a man ever before.
Oh, honey, you've been hit by the thunderbolt. Love at first sight. It happened to me once. Dorothy, I've just discovered a great new way to meet more men.
More men? You're gonna need a turnstile in your bedroom.
I enrolled in a CPR class. For 6 consecutive hours, I was on my back while dozens of eligible men pressed their lips to mine and breathed air into my limp little body.
How is it possible to get pregnant in Sicily just by crossing the street? Cheap Chianti and narrow streets.
The uncanny thing is how much like George Jamie is. And it's not just that he looks like him and talks like him. He's gentle like George, and he's thoughtful like George. He's smart and funny like George. Sometimes I get the... All right. Who put the Raisin Bran in the refrigerator?
I did. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, I do. I have 2 problems.
I know what you're going through. The bottom line is, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
I'm gonna take a chance.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I have to look in my closet. I don't even know what to wear.
You always find something wrong with mine, so yours looks better.
I didn't say anything. But let's face it, those who ignore history are doomed to repeat it. Look at the ducky wrapping paper. And the little stick-on bow. Did you...
Oh, Ma, good news.
They changed the flavor of Haley's M.O.
I'm taking the dress back.
So?
So I'm sorry I lost my temper before, and Ma, I really would like you to go with me and help me pick out a dress. What do you say?
What do I say? I'm your mother, Dorothy. I was there for you when you needed...
Cabs, one for Blanche and me, and one for you, because you're making me crazy with all your questions.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm just a little worried about traveling out of the country. You know, with all the problems in the Middle East.
Rose, we're going to an island in the Caribbean. Our biggest worry is getting strap marks. Come on now.
Wait until you see what I bought. Oh, I found the most stunning silk dress, an incredibly revealing lace nightie, and look, these just adorable sequin socks.
Sequin socks?
I think they kind of make a personal statement.
Yeah, this end up.
Gee, funky cap.
Sounds kind of cute, Ma. I mean, why are you avoiding him?
There's no magic, Dorothy. No sparks, you know what I mean?
He's 90, you're 80. Sparks are dangerous.
I know what you mean, Sophia. I would never date a man unless I felt those sparks.
Well, fortunately, you carry flints in your bra.
This morning, I just couldn't go to the drugstore without giving you this.
Well, thank you. Oh, why are you going to the drugstore?
I'm your pharmacist.
You're Bill. Bill the pharmacist.
Bill, the man in your life. I'll pick you up after work. Goodbye, my love. I gotta run. Bye-bye.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Blanche.
Honey, is something wrong?
Well, it's Miles. Lately he's gotten, I don't know.
Fact is, I'm embarrassed.
Don't be ridiculous, Dorothy. You love the man for who he is. It's not like he's driving you around in a tiny car with a giant key on the back. Is he?
This is just amazing. How did you ever find Rose after all this time?
I got Rose's address from Charlie's Army pension records, and I realized a lifetime had passed, and I never laid eyes on my old chum's favorite girl. So I made myself a promise. If I was ever in the area, I'd pay my respects.
What is going on here?
I'm looking through the personals to find myself a man. Remember what that is, Dorothy? It's an animal. Kind of like a woman, except that it's got a...
Ma! I know what a man is, but I tell you, I would never look for one through the personals. You know why? Because I have standards. I have intelligence.
Oh, it's just that was the first time that had ever happened in 18 years of married life.
Get out of here.
You mean to say that every night, without...
Vanish!
Hi, I'm here about the car. Oh, come in. Have a seat.
Thank you. How you doing?
Blanche will be here any minute. She's out on a test drive.
Oh, Blanche said I was going to be the first.
Oh, thank God I can't live with myself anymore. Take me. Blanche! Dorothy, please, stay out of this. I know what's best. Just slap the handcuffs on me. The bed's this way.
You know what's funny? I was supposed to be Mr. Mailman today.
Strong, confident, sophisticated man to appreciate you. But honey, they're out there, wanting you as much as you want them.
I knew it had to be something like that. Thank you, Dorothy.
There really is one.
Me too. Because
I said coffee. So, how does it feel?
Shame. I feel shame. I can't believe the two of you...
And the fans, oh, they went crazy. They were screaming and jumping up and down just like it was the 60s. I mean, everyone except me. I mean, I had a fabulous time, but I managed to retain my dignity.
Morning, blokes.
Rhode Island.
Oh, you little pirates. All right, you got it. Now get out of here.
Thank you, Blanche.
Oh, beat it.
I can't believe you did that.
Don't worry, that check was written on our vacation account that we closed last week.
No, Blanche is talking about,
A Nestle's Crunch?
one over.
Enema bag?
To the right.
Didn't you, Grip?
Condoms, Rose! Condoms! Condoms! Condoms!
Your junior. He didn't want to follow in his father's footsteps. He thought scum was beneath him.
You know, I just realized the best reason of all to join this walkathon.
What's that, Ma?
I'd get away from this ditz for a whole day. With you?
Please reconsider, Josie. You're the prettiest girl in the county. I need to have your answer now. What's it going to be?
I want you to take me, Bill.
Oh. Yes, I am. You, own 7 hardware stores?
Yep, I do.
Myself and acted like a real bitch to everybody else.
No wonder we never knew.
These 3 days are killing Rose.
What she needs from us are calm heads.
Oh, she means in the sack.
Where's Sophia?
Oh, she and Gloria went shopping. They haven't come back yet.
Gloria seems like a lovely person.
She is a lovely person. And she's sophisticated and worldly and wealthy and has never had a pimple in her life. What? She let me buy the tickets!
It was that easy just because you said how much you wanted to see Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, that and that I only had 3 weeks to live.
Dorothy.
These are desperate times, Rose.
Boy, I'll say, today when I went to the dean's office,
tickets.
You threw me out of your crummy club.
I'll start working on it just as soon as I finish with the invitations for you-know-who's wedding.
Look, Rose, I would rather not talk about Ma's wedding.
Dorothy, don't you think it's time you gave her your blessing? We've hired a caterer. We've ordered the flowers. The invitations are being sent out.
Blanche, how...
All right, now what are you two doing here anyway?
We have come to stop you from making a fool of yourself.
Why would Dorothy make a fool of herself?
Well, Stanley, you know how she gets at weddings, all emotional. Her nose starts running, then her mascara starts... Fixed it.
Oh, God, Blanche, this bed is vibrating.
It better be at these prices.
Blanche, I don't think any of this was a very good idea.
I know what you need. Some music. You need some nice, soothing music.
He's probably the worst lover I've ever had.
I'll get the ice cream.
I'll get the cheesecake.
I'll get the Etch-a-Sketch. At my age, I need a visual aid. Especially the Dairy Queen only lasts till 5. Come on, I'll drive.
Oh, let's not drive. Let's skip there.
Oh, my goodness, it's 2 o'clock in the...
Blanche, I do not believe for one moment that anything other than gin rummy happened between Rose and Jean last night.
Dorothy, something terrible happened.
Oh, God. You idiot. If somebody told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Blanche, would you excuse us?
You mean you don't want to talk?
You are not mad? Are you kidding? Our friendship was built on years of this.
Trudy, you have made this one hell of a reunion.
Speaking of which, there's a party out there. Come on. Well, Dorothy Zbornak, I cannot believe you put Rose and me through this.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it costs us $1,000, we'll still have 9,000 left.
Yeah, but don't start that, Howie. We might be able to get it for a couple of hundred.
We'll start at 100 and see how it goes.
And now, may I have an opening bid, please?
10,000.
Excuse me.
Rose, could I see you for a moment?
You're mad, aren't you?
Days have really made a difference. Sophia, oh, thank you. Dorothy, Rose, I hope I wasn't too much trouble.
Don't be silly.
We enjoyed having you.
So did half of Miami.
Have a safe trip.
There's only one way to handle this.
Rose! Rose, no! Rose! Rose, don't go out! Rose, come back here!
Don't worry, Dorothy. I was trained in psychology back in St. Olaf.
That doesn't count, Rose. In St. Olaf, they think that Freud is a way to cook chicken. Hey, now why didn't you tell us what was going on?
Because you can't help me find a job. Because nobody or nothing can make me young again.
Oh, right, Rose. So your life isn't the same as it used to be. The rules have changed, but it's happened before, hasn't it? I mean, what did you do after Charlie died?
Oh, Dorothy, I'm glad you're home. I was just upstairs poking around in the attic, and look what I found. Your grandmother's antique kaleidoscope. Here, take a look.
Ma, you must really think I'm stupid.
What, we don't have an attic?
I am not falling for this. It's another one of your...
Right in the middle of Uncle Milty.
No. Kate was born on a Friday. Milton Berle was on Tuesday nights.
Yeah, I know. Uncle Milty was your father's pet name for... Never mind.
I was fortunate.
Her name is Devereaux.
Yes, but the appointment is in the name of Zbornak.
Why is the appointment in your name? It was my idea to get counseling.
Fine. Take the appointment for Zbornak and change it to Nyland. You satisfied?
No, the appointment should be under Devereaux.
The appointment should be under Nyland.
Change it back to Zbornak.
Put it under Lipschitz and buzz the head shrinker. We got an emergency here.
We are over. There is nothing wrong with my relationship with Eddie, and if my mother can't buy it, I am very sorry. It is her problem.
Oh, just getting in? Listen, if you three are just going to use this place days, would you mind if I got one of those medical emergency beepers? I'd feel terrible if you came home one morning and found me on the doorstep instead of the Miami
Head out
Herald.
the window. And you look to the extreme left, and what do you see?
Two guys beating up an old lady.
Yes, sir.
The ocean?
Ta-da! I rest my case.
Now, wait. You call that an ocean view? You have to be a contortionist to see.
Hey!
Grammar in Mario's story for his English class. This is really terrific.
It's not terrific. It's just okay.
It is much better than okay. Blanche, I want you to listen.
Don't read it. You're going to embarrass me.
All right, I'll just read it from there to there, okay?
If you only read it from there to there, you'll miss the spirit of the whole piece. Take it from me.
He's 97. We're both very relieved. The catheter's no fun.
So, what do you think?
I think I'd be thrilled if I could pee at his age.
What about our marriage? I'm worried about us.
What are you talking about? We're great.
I don't think we're great.
I was in the hallway and I wanted to see why my bambino was up so late.
Don't call me your bambina.
Dominic, you ate the bambino.
Stop saying that!
Don't raise your voice at your mom. You know, you're not too old for me to take you across my knee.
You lay a finger on me, your teeth will be back in Sicily before you are.
That's my girl.
You are amazing. You are warm and loving and caring and smart and funny, and I don't have to wear flats when I go out with you. I have an idea. Let's cut school tomorrow and go to the Bahamas and not leave our hotel room until...
Ahoy, girls! Ahoy!
You must be so excited.
Oh, I sure am. Listen, grab some champagne.
Okay.
I want to find Al. I haven't seen him since I came on board. I want to say thanks.
Ooh, I love champagne.
Oh, me too. The only problem is after a few glasses, I'll kiss any man in sight.
For St. Olaf?
That's right.
How much is it?
You want the express or the yokel?
Don't you mean local?
No, ma'am, I mean yokel. On the yokel, a family of first cousins plays banjo music as the passengers get on and off.
Do they take requests?
No?
Give me the express.
You got about an hour to kill.
Who's Buzz?
So you're Buzz. So you're Miles. You're Buzz. You're Miles. Buzz. Miles.
All sex stories. Sicily, 1922. I stopped by a little trattoria. No, wait. I'm thinking of the best meal I ever had.
I got it.
Miles did buy some bikinis, but just the bottoms.
I have been watching Miles for a while. I think he's going through a crisis. He is showing all the signs, trying to act trendy, trying to be young, and if he's also wearing bikinis.
Today it's my turn to choose, and we are not watching another world.
You are undoubtedly the meanest sick person I've ever met, not to mention the most unattractive.
Girls, why do we have to watch TV anyway? There are plenty of other fun things we can do. We can play cards, listen. What?
Well, my wife never remarried after the divorce, and I never stopped loving her, Rose.
I see.
Now, Rose, I have to give this a shot. I really think I can make things work.
Oh, I hope you can, Ernie.
I know this is sudden, but it's something I really need to try.
Well, I understand. Blanche, I told you I am not going to do it.
Well, then you are making a big mistake. If you don't make yourself more interesting to Miles, you're going to lose him. Listen, he's at school every day with other women just looking for trouble.
Oh, no, he is not.
Okay, look at him right now, talking to that young thing. I know exactly what he's saying, too.
Hey, we have a place to go home to, and so many people don't. We should keep them in our hearts and our minds, not just on Christmas, but every day of the year.
It's more than a place to go. It's having someone there for you. We have each other. There's always someone there.
That's right.
That's right, darling. So let's go home.
Remember, ESP, energy, smile, personality. They like me.
Dearly beloved, we are assembled here in the sight of God and these witnesses to join this man and this woman in matrimony, to marry them, husband and wife.
Rose, this is just a great party and the perfect gift. How'd you know what I needed?
Aha!
What, uh-huh?
You didn't hear that.
Actually, I was just trying to be polite, but since you brought it up, excuse you.
Ma, you didn't hear that. Now face it, you can't hear high frequencies.
I'm sorry, ladies, but without a description, there's absolutely nothing we can do. But if you remember anything, give me a call.
How about if I just want to say hello?
Dorothy, I'm in the ladies' room. I look in my brassiere. What do you think I find? That peasant girl was me. And that painter was Pablo Picasso.
Ma, I have a feeling you're lying.
Be positive.
Okay, I'm positive you're lying.
It doesn't. My eyes bugged out. My hair shot straight up. I did a crazy rubber dance all over the room. Well, I'm sure my heart even stopped beating for a minute. Then she ran to Daddy and told him that I had broken the star and almost electrocuted her. And he sent me to my room for all of Christmas Eve. And told me that baby Jesus was mad at me for Rose. I lent you a perfectly fine automobile, no strings attached. And you let some thief drive off in it. Rose Knight and I will never forgive you.
Wasn't it insured? They'll pay you full blue book.
All is forgiven. I'm going to go call the car dealer right now and tell him he made a sale.
Blanche!
Dorothy, I've just discovered a great new way to meet more men.
More men?
You're gonna need a turnstile in your bedroom.
I enrolled in a CPR class. For 6 consecutive hours, I was on my back while dozens of eligible men pressed their lips to mine and breathed air into my limp little body.
Barry was the man that I wanted to be the first.
First where?
On Mars, Rose. My first lover.
Well, so what happened?
Stanley. That's what happened. Stanley. I went to a drive-in with Stanley. I should do what to myself? Hello?
Dorothy, is your mother all right?
Oh, fine. She does something wrong, suddenly she's my mother. Where are you going, Kirsten?
I'm going to go talk to the doctor about you. I think my mother needs to be with her family now. All of her family.
You can only stay a few...
Stay longer.
Oh, Mama, I can't stay because we're telling each other everything, right?
Everything. No more secrets.
Oh, good. Mama, I'm getting impregnated on Monday.
You know Sam down the block, the one who thinks he's hiding his stomach by wearing Hawaiian shirts?
Yeah, Sam is fine.
His brother went for a checkup 7 years ago. The doctor said he was great. 3 days after the exam, he was dead.
Ma, he owed money to a guy named Face and got thrown off a pier.
How much? $2. Get wild. Treat yourself.
Give you $1.50.
What does this look like, Baghdad? Get the hell out of here.
No, that's no way to sell things.
Girls, come look at the tree. Oh, isn't it breathtaking?
Oh, it sure is.
And now it's always going to be there. And all because of Mrs. Claxton.
Yeah, you know, I guess you were right all along, Rose. Mrs. Claxton did have a reason for being here.
Eve, you said no.
Oh, come on, Rose. We've talked about pets. Now, there's no one home during the day to take care of it.
I'm home during the day.
No one lucid is home during the day.
Oh, please, I've already named him Bingo, and he really likes me. He follows me wherever I go.
Rose, the answer is...
And you don't.
Saturday night kid stuff. Get lucky on a Tuesday morning, then call me.
I guess I'm just not attracted to crossing guards.
Dorothy, a guy sets a folding chair up in front of my house. I want to know more.
You're gonna love this one, Sophia.
Oh, you know what it is? What about the blabbermouth? Does she know too?
Maybe.
She knows. Rose, after dinner, what do you say we ride over to the Dairy Queen for a couple of chocolate cones?
Blanche, let's go. Come on, Blanche, let's go.
But nuclear bomb the day after. 8 years old, and this is the kind of thing that's on her mind.
That's unbelievable.
Well, she wasn't the only one. 3 other girls did pictures just like it. I don't understand, though.
Honey, it's not so uncommon. I mean, kids hear about nuclear war on TV. They read it in the papers. It's part of their lives. I mean, they can't help but...
In New York, you think he has time to write letters home?
Hi, Grandma.
Don't hi me. You can't pick up a phone and call your own grandmother?
You look terrific, Grandma.
I know. So give me a kiss already.
Honey, I want you to meet my dear friend Blanche. Blanche, this is my son, Michael.
I would get up, but I've thrown my back totally out of whack.
Rose!
I told her to get the hell out of my room.
Oh, Sophia, I want to explain about last night. When I was a little girl, one summer we had a terrible thunderstorm.
Excuse me, Rose. Have I given you any indication at all that I care?
Girls, my father's coming. Be down.
Well, if your brother hadn't been stumped by long division...
Angela, about this Teddy.
It's a beaut, isn't it? No surprise, though.
I don't think so, Blanche.
All right, then. All right, how about a celebrity auction? Hey, if you could buy a celebrity at an auction, I'd be showering every morning with Trini Lopez.
I didn't know you liked Trini Lopez.
I don't, but who can I afford on a fixed income?
You don't understand, Sophia.
Everywhere. You go on in 2 minutes, only one of your acts has shown up, and you got 8 hours to fill. What are you going to do?
Well, let me tell you something, mister. It doesn't matter how many of our acts have shown up. It doesn't matter how many hours of airtime we have to fill. There is only one thing that matters here. The indomitable devotion that Rose and I have in our hearts for that windmill.
Dorothy, in her wedding gown. Look how scared the groom looks.
Come on, Blanche, you're on in 1 minute. You sit over there, and Dorothy, you get touched up, and Sophia, come on, I'll see if I can find you a seat in the audience. Hurry up, honey.
Here.
It's true. Charlie was the only lover I ever had, and my first time was on our wedding night.
Get out of here.
Oh, back off, Blanche. Not all of us are classified by the Navy as a friendly port.
Hello, Rose.
Hello.
Well, let's get to work. Hop in the chair.
Look, Dr. Norgan.
Hey, what's this Dr. Norgan? What happened to Lou?
All right, Lou, there's something I have to talk to you about. I understand what you're talking about. I feel the same way when I hear the words, and filling in for Doc, Tommy Newsom.
Oh, this is terrific, terrific. Blanche took a positive step, and positive things are happening in her life. Maybe it'll work for me. You know what? I'm going to try to get... Oh, what the hell? She has a birthday coming up. Why, Rose?
After the Thresher accident, they replaced Lucky's arm with a forceps. Lucky Gunther, he was in charge of delivering...
I thought I might find you out here. You okay?
I couldn't sleep. I'm just so mad at Dorothy. I mean, she won't let us say goodbye, and I'm sorry, but I need to.
Here. The very first night he was in America, his uncle took him to a movie. He felt more excited than he ever had in his whole life watching that movie because of the feeling he got sitting in that theater with all those other people, laughing together, getting scared together. He felt like those people were his friends.
Oh, too tingly and too hot.
Well, have some juice anyway, Blanche. I'd feel better.
Not that we actually do anything in the studio. Laszlo's been a perfect gentleman so far. I just stand there in front of him in all my luscious nakedness and
so sad.
Well, I'm all set. What's with Satan's secretary?
Sophia, I believe Phil would have liked this dress.
Liked it. He would have looked great in it. Dorothy, I never understood why your brother liked to wear women's clothes, unless he was queer.
Sophia, people don't say queer.
Hey, who says you're not a hero? Welcome home.
It is home, isn't it? Last night, I wasn't quite here yet. This morning was real. When I handed you that rose, I realized I was standing at a stranger's door. Because the truth is...
You see that, Mom? You kill someone, you end up being a Rose story. Is this what you want?
Dorothy, I'll worry about me later. I gotta do this.
Oh, me?
Looks kind of lavender to me.
Oh, I hated those drapes.
Lavender's a great color on me. Brings out my eyes.
Your eyes aren't lavender.
Girls! Blanche, who's the father?
The father? Gee, I don't know.
Well, you'd better figure it out. When was your fertile period?
Oh, Blanche, Dorothy, oh, I'm so glad you made up. I knew you couldn't stay mad for long.
Oh, of course we couldn't.
Oh, it takes a big woman to forgive somebody calling her a slut.
Fight over? Oh, good.
Angela, you really don't have to go.
Thank you, Dorothy. I'd like to stay, but I hate your mother. Goodbye, ladies, and thank you for everything.
She's still here?
Once, Nurse Ratched, once.
I do not believe it. Saturday, and I don't have a date. Do you fathom what this means?
The jailbreak is off? Oh, come on, Blanche. Do what I do when I don't have a date. I curl up with a good book and I'm satisfied.
It's more a cone shape than a beret.
Anyway, Jean-Pierre must have known about my reputation for playing the field because right from the very beginning he was convinced I couldn't be faithful. He would spy on me in my classes. He'd follow me home from school. Some nights he would even shinny up the oak tree outside my bedroom door.
I'd let him see me in the same dress.
Ma, you're not going anywhere until the doctor comes.
Sophia, you can't go anywhere now. I want you to see how good I look in my new dress.
You know something? We are really lucky that we found a doctor who makes house calls.
I know. When I was growing up in Minnesota, the doctor made house calls all the time.
What's your point?
Sorry to interrupt. Go on.
Well, Dorothy, you have no idea how my sister Virginia and I used to chase after this boy. Well, everybody did. He had it all. Football star, champion debater, class valedictorian.
How long did you and he do? With my $10, I got that can opener I always...
Don't say no, just hear me out. Do you think I'm cute?
Oh, Ma.
Just answer.
Yes, Ma, I think you're cute.
Would you say cute verging on adorable?
Sophia, what's this all about?
Just...
Hi, Mom. Mom, this...
Don't tell me. It's Dennis. Oh, my God, he's beautiful.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, flowers. Oh, Ma. You know, your father used to bring me tulips.
A stepladder into this gigantic punch bowl.
So, what happened?
Nothing. He just swim to the side and hop out.
I mean, what happened between... Fine, but it cost your friend his party's nomination.
Well, I checked this guy out. He's a pro. Oh, imagine my face gracing the pages of Miami's biggest penny saver.
Blanche, all this commotion over a penny saver?
Well, I know it isn't exactly vogue.
Poor Gloria. Literally. All right, I'll tell you what, Gloria. Right now, you're lonely, you're disoriented. Maybe you need a little distraction. Why don't I introduce you to some men?
Oh!
With that award.
I'm sorry we're late, but we couldn't find the table. With that, I recognized Dorothy's hacking. Everybody, this is Raoul.
It's a pleasure, Coke.
Arnie wants me to go away with him on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh. Oh, and you're upset because he wants you to pay your own way?
Good.
I haven't had a decent night's sleep in weeks. Every time I climb into bed, I feel guilty.
Take down the video equipment.
Of course, it wasn't really the wilderness. He'd drive in circles for about 20 minutes and then end up in the woods just beyond the barn. It was years before all the kids caught on to Dad's trick.
What do you mean, just beyond the barn?
Here we are.
We know. We heard.
Now, honey, don't you be depressed. What you did was wonderful. And it's all because you're such a kind and sensitive and caring person. You gave him back his manhood.
If he can find it, he can have it.
Lap and peed on me.
I guess old habits die hard.
Listen, why don't I go back with Dorothy and then you can stop by the house when you're finished?
You're a terrific lady, Rose Nyland.
Thank you.
So how come you're not wearing the terrific lady button I got for you?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
God, he's good.
Oh, excuse me. Have you seen Patrick?
Blanche, have you seen Patrick?
No. Who's the flower for?
Oh, it's for Patrick. I thought I'd give him a rose for good luck.
I am so ashamed.
I'm sure you're just blowing this out of proportion. But Dorothy I raised is a good Catholic girl.
And what's worse, in the process, I have hurt a friend.
Hey, a true friend will forgive you anything and love you no matter what. Just as your mother loves you no matter what. Now tell me, Dorothy.
How old you think you are, mister? It's time for lights out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
I shouldn't have got you mixed up in all this. It's just so hard to tell Blanche the truth.
Clayton, you're selling your sister short. Now, at times, Blanche can be very understanding and compassionate and forgiving.
Get away from my baby brother, you cradle-snatching, empty-headed, two-faced dummy.
Lesson about leaving keys on the table.
I can't believe this. How did it happen?
Well, you know how I like to meet rich men by gently rear-ending expensive cars at red lights?
Yeah.
Well, you say that like it isn't great. Rose, it's the perfect plan. You get to meet the guy, exchange addresses.
I got it in my hair. It was hitting me like pellets. I got a piece of rice in my eye. She could have put my eye out.
Well, I never had food like that in my life.
Now, I spent a summer in Italy 4 years ago. I never ate this well. Of course, I never ate. Who had the time or the energy, if you get my drift?
But our last session, who's Sophia?
My mother.
Calling Dr. Freud. Look, I can't say anything definitively, but there's strong evidence here that Stan doesn't actually love you.
I don't? He doesn't?
That's correct. A theory would be that he's neurotically obsessed with you.
Dorothy, we could build on that.
I have no intention of blowing this. No, Ken is perfect. I mean, aside from being one of Miami's most successful lawyers. Thank you, Ma. The man is caring. He's sensitive. Do you know that on weekends he actually puts on a clown's costume and entertains sick kids at the Behave yourself. Hello, Mr. Weinstock.
Oh, my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Unfortunately.
You're little Dorothy Petrillo.
That's right.
You haven't changed a bit. Same gorgeous smile, pretty eyes, beautiful figure, long golden blonde hair.
You have cataracts, don't you?
Go down the stairs. Here's where you move your feet. Move. Take off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not just she was so good at home. You look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. Stick it out.
Boom, 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 boom.
Mr. Sandman,
Yes.
bring me a dream. Harold Teagues really buys her clothes at Sears.
So, where are you going?
Out with a friend from work. Is it the same friend you've been out with 5 times the last 3 weeks? Yes. All right, spill it. Who is he?
His name is Dr. Jonathan Newman. He's a psychiatrist at the Grief Center.
So, you're seeing a
Blanche, how you doing, honey?
I'm just feeling terrible. I'm just a wreck. All I can think about is Big Daddy and that woman. Rose, cut me a piece of that cheesecake. Bigger.
Honey, why are you getting so upset? Blanche, you see older men with younger women all...
Sorry, too much wine.
Would you like us to leave so you can try it again?
Dorothy, I don't think we should encourage them.
Look, why don't we just let the kids get dressed? Then we can all sit down and discuss this like rational human beings.
That's a good idea, Blanche.
Being wrong.
Just say it. It'll make me feel better.
Sophia, I can't.
Do it.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please? This is Sophia Petrillo, the girl...
I'm gonna throw in the towel and take an early retirement. I wonder if you can collect Social Security at $49.50.
$49.50. What is that, Blanche? The address of the Social Security building? Come on now, you had a bad day at work. Happens to all of us, but we're not retiring.
Sister?
Yes?
These ladies and I found a wallet with some money in it.
Yes, but until the rightful owner shows up to claim it, we were wondering where we could put it so it'd be safe.
In a bank?
But whose bank?
Well, couldn't you open up a joint account in all your names?
I don't know. See, I really don't know these people.
Well, maybe you could both put up equal...
Charlie Nyland. What's the problem, Blanche?
Oh, Rex Huntington, that's the problem. It's 10 o'clock and I've been stood up again. I feel totally unattractive, undesirable, and ignored. Oh, Dorothy, you explain it to him.
Well, Blanche feels the way anyone... Oh, Ma, listen to this. Saxophone player wanted at the Hacienda Hut Cocktail Lounge. What do you think?
I guess I could learn.
Ma, not for you, for Michael.
How much? $2. Get wild. Treat yourself.
Give you $1.50.
What does this look like, Baghdad? Get the hell out of here.
Ma, that's no way to sell things.
I'm not even a Catholic. I'm a Baptist, and you can't forgive us Baptists. Sweet Jesus, why am I babbling? I meant that in all due reverence.
See how Blanche is doing on the phones. Blanche?
Oh, nothing here, Rose. Back to you.
Oh, wait, I have a bulletin. The intensity of Hurricane Gil has increased dramatically. Several boats at the marina have been beached or capsized. Oh, and here's an item of particular...
Problems. Marital problems.
Excuse me, honey. Hello. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Schechter. Oh, that is good news. Great news. I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. Goodbye, Mr. Schechter. Mr. Schechter peed.
Talk forever. Oh, God. Ow. I'm all right. I'm okay. Al, the big jerk. I loved him. He was a decent man, you know.
I know.
This is the best champagne I've ever tasted.
It should be. It's $430 a bottle.
I can't afford that.
Well, you did say the best.
Close, for heaven's sake, you should have told me what it was.
He's a leper. I'm the only one who'll touch him.
Good morning,
Einstein loved all mankind. She was Celia Rubinstein. This funeral isn't for Celia Rubinstein, it's for Frida Claxton.
The Rubinstein funeral is down the hall.
All right. I'll give you a point without a story, but just this once. If you really miss her, go tell her. Maybe she misses you, too.
I don't know, Blanche, what do you think?
I really miss her.
Oh, so do I. Let's go.
But wait a minute, Don.
Best thing a person can do.
That didn't sound right when you said it on our honeymoon, and it doesn't sound right now.
And there goes a ground ball right up the middle. Shortstop should have had that one.
Nice.
Life experience.
You don't have to tell me. Remember, I grew up in a small farm town. Here a quack, there a quack. Everywhere. A quack quack.
Hey, look, there's a black guy doing the...
We've all been there. I remember the time Stan and I went on that weight loss through sex diet. The idea being every time you felt hungry, you would substitute food with some sexual activity.
Did it work?
I gained 18 pounds.
Are you telling me Rebecca and Jeremy are planning to get married?
Yeah, I overheard them talking.
Maybe you misunderstood.
Please, me misunderstand? My bladder may be weak, my eyesight may be failing, my bones may be brittle. I see your point. Maybe you better double check. There.
I wonder what Rose is doing right now.
You mean you wonder if she's doing it right now?
No, I just wonder if maybe we didn't push her into something too fast.
What I can't understand is how in the world she managed to wait.
Oh, put this man's picture on a can of stew.
Blanche, I want to thank you for showing me the light. How can I ever repay you?
Hawaii, Big Island.
Mother, you are just going to have to live with your prejudices. I don't care what your objections are. I've made up my mind, and I'm going to be with the woman I love.
Oh, Jerry.
I'm going back to Christina.
They doubled my IQ. For 3 days, I was another Einstein. Then they pulled out the IV.
What was in that IV?
Smart juice, I guess. Oh, honey, you don't have to have your eyes done.
Oh, Rose, I know.
To get the Danish. Look, there's nothing I hate more than someone who thinks that every person who lives alone wants company and a few kind words. I live by myself because I like it. I've got no use for people, never have. See you inside.
Ma, where are you going?
To throw some holy water on her.
Adlai Stevenson and Adlai Stevenson.
Why are there two Adlai Stevensons?
Oh, Blanche, isn't it obvious he lost twice? Oh, God, it's making sense.
Girls, come on. From the other side of the train, we'll be able to see Lake Lusenbaden.
Well, what's that?